Yo, what's up? This your boy A West with the Lunch and Blunt Show, and we back with another week and another episode. And man, you know what it is. It's your boy, man, and we sitting down with y'all better get y'all don't know who this is. Man, this really a legend in the game, man. This is your boy, man, radio personality, man, producer, engineer, DJ, man, all around extraordinaire. My man E.Law in the building, man.
I'm gonna have to get you to be my PR guy. I'm like, man, I want to meet that
dude. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you though, man, it's a blessing to have you here, though, bro. How you been doing?
Man, pretty good. Glad you invited me, man, because I see the show online.
Yeah,
I'll be checking it out. And
yeah,
I know when you put your effort into something,
yeah,
it's gonna be number one. It's gonna be quality, bro. So I'm glad to be here.
Man, thank you. It's an honor to have you here, man. Listen, you've been doing this thing. You've been in this thing for a minute.
Yeah, it's been 34 years this year. 34.
34 years.
1990 is when I started that little record store on Jewella, Music City. So it's like that's where pretty much everything started right out of college.
Ooh.
So yeah, 34 years.
34 years. That is dope, though.
Yeah, yep. And look, I gotta give you props too on when we was working together at KHam at Cumulus.
Yeah.
I mean, you did the grind the same way. It's like you can't stop. You get out there and get it, and that's all you and I know, man. If somebody hire us to do something, or we start something, we see it all the way through.
We gotta see it all the way through. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, I was betting on everybody else,
right?
But now I'm betting on me.
Betting on you because you've seen that some people will let you down, and it's not. I'm not faulting them technically because they can't see your vision.
Yeah.
Sometimes they wanna steer you in a direction that'll help them out, but it's like, well, okay, what about when it's time to drop me off in my spot?
Yeah,
the steering wheel don't go that way.
They don't turn that way.
Yeah, so we had to get our own car.
Yes, sir. That's true. That's true. So in 34 years, I can imagine the changes you have seen.
Oh yeah,
in the business.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just when I opened up that record store, it was April of 1990.
Yeah.
There was no CDs then. It's like, and that's weird to say because people they even pass CDs now, but in 90. We were just selling wax, records, and cassettes.
Yeah,
that was pretty much it. We didn't really get into the CD game in the black community till about 94, 95 is when we had to start ordering CDs, and people was like, "Man, I got a CD player now."
Yeah.
So, and that's been a minute ago.
Yeah.
So, from that to MP3s and downloading and all of that. So yeah, a lot of changes.
A lot of changes, man. It's really wild. It's really wild. So I gotta ask.
Okay.
Out of 34, what was some of the best times? What was that best era for you?
Well, it's like with me, seeing that people, you have to know about my personality because it's like I don't feed into a lot of emotions. Like a lot of people think I'm a robot.
Yeah.
Like if I have had to work for people like everybody, even though I got my own business, I've had to work for people, because sometimes it get lean. You got to do what you got to do,
Mm-hmm.
But I never stressed out about a job. Like if I ain't liked the job, I just put them feelings to the side, left them at the house. When I went to the job, I just did the job.
Didn't do the job.
Right. So my point is, over them 34 years, really over my life, it's like only thing that can ever get to me is if something is going bad with my people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That will affect me.
Yeah.
But a job, people talking about you,
mm-hmm.
Anything that people normally stress about that's outside of the fam.
Yeah.
I don't even give it a second thought. It's like it's gotta keep going, like them bumper cars.
Yeah.
Or Roomba. Look, you ever seen that thing? It hits something, it's like, okay, I can't go that way, so I gotta go this way. Well, I can't go that way, it don't ever be like, oh man, I can't go nowhere. It just keep moving. Right. But fam, like I say, that'll shake me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's real. That's real. KHam Radio.
Mm-hmm. That's the internet radio station, and that's funny, man, because it's like, this is how you don't know stuff gonna go your way.
Yeah.
I was at KMJJ. Well, I started radio in '94 at the old KDKS when it was 103.7. They just come back on the air. They needed some DJs, so I worked overnight.
Yeah.
So, and it was a volunteer thing because I was looking for a way to promote the record store that I had, and they was like, "Well, look, we can't pay you no money." I said, "Well, that's cool." I said, "As long as I can play my commercial for my record store, it's a trade out." So one day, one of the DJs that worked there got fired. The guy that was on before me.
Mm-hmm.
And so they came to me and was like, "Well, look, man, you have to take old boy place, but all we can pay you is $5 an hour."
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's cool. You weren't paying me nothing. So now that's come up.
Yeah.
So fast forward to KMJJ. One of the general managers at KMJJ heard me and offered me more money. So I went over there. I was at KMJJ from 1995 until 2011.
Yeah.
That was at about 2010, 2011. I started to see the trend where regular radio was kind of playing the same 8-9 songs over and over. And I was like, we're going to need to switch formats. And then the internet was really getting strong because people had almost switched over from MySpace to Facebook at that time. It was picking up.
Yeah.
I said, man, we need to do something. And of course, I was just employed. They didn't really want to listen. And I understand because it's like, at the moment, you don't know somebody might be on it.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2011, they decided that they didn't have enough money to keep us on staff, so I got fired.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, man, I'm finna go and start my own little internet radio station.
Yeah.
And so I think had I not been fired, I might not have started it as fast.
Yeah.
I was always going to try to do it, but you kind of sit around.
Yeah.
Oh man, I might do it, I might not. But 2011, got fired from KMJJ, and we made our own internet station. So it's been online since then. KHam Radio, latest hip hop, urban music. It's all clean version, but it's nationwide.
Nationwide.
Yeah. And it's really worldwide because it's the internet. But I don't say that because people be like, you ain't worldwide. I'm like, I'm not, but the internet is, and it's on the internet. Like, don't think I'm just lying to be lying. Like, so. Yeah. But in addition to that, we got 2 other stations now.
Yeah.
One is GSSL Radio, which is the gospel station. It's 24 hours gospel.
Okay.
And Aaron Lewis is the program director of that. And we also got an underground hip hop station, which is called Flex Radio. And on that station, we feature unsigned artists anywhere around the country, but the versions of the music do not have to be clean on that station. They could be explicit language on that one. So
that's what's up.
That's what we got going.
Flex Radio.
Yep. True Sister. Shout out to True.
Yeah.
She's a PD of Flex.
Yeah. Shout out True Sister, man.
Yep.
That's what's up, man. You've been doing your thing, man. I just gotta say, I'm proud of you. Been happy. I'm happy for you, dog. Because like I say, you one of the ones that showed me the business too. I looked up to in this thing, man. And,
yes, sir.
And like I say, man, it's very important.
Well, I appreciate
to have you on the show, man.
And I'm glad to be here because, like I say, it's hard to collab with folks that's got the same kind of work ethic. Because, like I say, man, when you give me props, I can't do nothing but turn around and give them right back. Because it's like, as the promotions director at Cumulus, man, you hooked us up as DJs with the support, like when we the van, the T-shirts, the giveaways, the equipment. Like you had to have that stuff on deck when we went out, and it's like you never let us down. And it's like, man, people never we was on the air, so it's like they knew us. And I guess from being out and about, they knew you too. But it's like we got to give props to our support system because man, we can't do that without y'all. Can't do it. It won't happen. So.
And the street team was that was the backbone.
That was the backbone.
Yeah, the street team was the backbone of it. You know what I'm saying? Part of that promotion, the grassroots era. You know what I'm saying? Being out, being seen. Make sure the station's visible.
Right, with the banners and and we had some flyers, but it's like you made sure that the team you were in charge of took care of all of that. And when they didn't, you let them know, hey man, this not the way the business goes. we gotta step the game up, gotta keep it going like it's supposed to happen. So I give you props on that, man, because like I say, it's been a minute, but we haven't stopped the push. I mean, you can't get tired because if you get tired, you don't get hungry.
You don't get full.
Because that food ain't finna come in and be like, I don't feel like doing it. Okay. You see how you feel when your stomach start growling. You'll feel a little bit different. So just give it a minute.
You get right back out.
You get right back on it. It's like, man, let me get up and do something, bro.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about this gun violence in the city.
Okay.
Yep,
because for a time I was volunteering / working at one of the rec centers here in Shreveport, Bilberry Park, right there in Queensboro. And I was there for a minute, and I was helping out Aaron Lewis, who used to work up there. Short-handed, they didn't have much staff, so I volunteered to help out. They found a way to get me paid for the and I was there like 19 hours a week. Anyway, one of the days, there was a basketball game in the gym, to a lot of the I say kids, but they was like 19, 20. Basketball is life to them. And they got into it about some stuff, so the center manager put them out because they was getting rowdy. Put them outside, and they started fighting. So me and the other dude that was working there went out in the parking lot, was breaking up the fights, but you break up a fight here, it's 17 to 18 of them. Another one break out over there. We break that one up and break out over here. We finally got them separated, and everybody was leaving. They had gotten their separate sides. The cars were pulling out, and one dude, and I know the dude, he's always at the place. He walks past me because I'm in the middle, He walks past me. I catch him out the corner of my eye. He got a gun, and the gun is down by his side, and he's walking towards the dudes that he was fighting with.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, everybody in their car finna go. The conflict is over. He got something to prove.
Yeah.
So I turned and I saw him with the gun, and I'm thinking, man, this dude finna get murked.
Yeah.
Because you out in the open, you walking towards 5 or 6 vehicles, you don't know what they got in their car. They'll just start blasting.
Yeah.
So I turned to say something to him. I don't know what I was gonna say, but I was gonna try to convince him, hey dude, just, it's over.
Yeah.
When I turned, one of the people in the car saw him coming with the gun, and justifiably so, they shot at him because they was like, well, dude, I can't wait till this nigga walk up on me.
Yeah.
When they shot at him, it hit me in the arm right here.
Yeah.
And it went in there and it came out the back. And so, of course, after that, everybody scattered, right?
Yeah.
I hit the ground because I'm like, well, dang, I don't want to catch no more shots. And I didn't know how bad I was hit because, I could bleed out.
Yeah.
But it didn't hit a vein, didn't hit no artery, it didn't hit the bone or nothing. But all of that I said so that when I tell you what I feel about gun violence, you'll be like, okay, well, you can speak on it because you actually caught one.
Yeah, you caught one.
Man, until, and this is just one of the solutions, there is no one answer, but this is one of the big ones, I think. Until black men step up and address these younger, I can't call them kids because like I say, they was like 19, 20. So it's like they grown men, but they ain't really learned the game yet.
Yeah.
Till we step up and show them without trying to preach to them, and we got to relate to them. I don't mean feed into what they feed into, but as a man, I'm supposed to show you the way to go. Now it's up to you whether or not you accept it.
Yeah.
But I'm at least supposed to show you the right way so that once you get tired of that foolishness, you'll be like, you know what, an old dude one time told me something. I might try that.
Yeah.
It's like a seed.
Yeah.
Them kids don't want you to know they listening to you.
Yeah.
They want to feel like you can't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
But best believe once they leave our presence and they get into some stuff, them voices come back. Like, man, somebody told me something I could try that'll get me out of this foolishness. So we as black men got to step up collectively. I can't do it by myself.
Yeah.
Wouldn't try to.
Yeah.
You can't do it by yourself.
True.
But if we all kind of pitch in and take a little shift here, a little shift there, do what we can, and then stay safe, because some of these kids / grown men don't respect nobody. Yeah. They'll put something in you, but you just got to be ready for that.
I gotta say hats off to you because actually you took a bullet for that young man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that bullet probably could have killed him if it wouldn't have hit you in the arm.
And I had to talk with him the next day because it's like, and it's the other thing.
No charges, no personal charges?
Because technically it's like I would have had to say something incriminating this because he started it. Because it's like, that's aggravated. I'm not no police officer or attorney, but that's aggravated assault. Yeah. Because it's like he created the situation. Yeah. What nobody's finna shoot till they saw him walking towards them with a gun. Yeah. What you supposed to do? Yeah. Wait till he get there and then, hey man, you really finna shoot me or what? Yeah. But I talked with him and I told him, I said, bro, this may not sink in, but it's like, you could have been killed. I could have been killed. Yeah. You need to rethink what you're doing. Yeah. So, yeah. But it's incidents like that that hopefully make people, reevaluate their choices next time. Yeah. So that's all we can do. Just hope. Yeah. That's it. That's it, man. And like I say, hats off to you, bro. I appreciate it. That's some real brave stuff. That's some real brave stuff. No, but when we was kids, man, it's like when we was 15, 16, if something jumped off, we had to go find an adult, right? Yeah. Man, by the time I got to be like 20 something, I realized anything jump off around me, as a man, I can't go, who I'm supposed to go find? You can't. It's me now. It's you. Right. It's so regardless of the situation, I'm not saying be fool, because like had I known I didn't have but like 2 more seconds, I'd have just got out the way, bro. Yeah. I mean, because it's like he drew that on himself, but I'm thinking I got a little time to say something. Yeah. So I'm saying that to tell people, I don't believe folks ought to just put their life in danger trying to assist somebody that's doing something stupid. Like if you got time, try to help them. But if you don't, man, don't sacrifice your whole life for somebody that didn't make a good choice. But it's a judgment call. It's up to each individual person.
That's real. Yeah. That's real, dog.
And that's what I tell folks. That's what's out there. There ain't nothing out there but some reality, man. You can't be talking about, I'm taking a day off. Reality don't never take no day off. Nah. Better be ready for whatever show up, whenever it do.
Whenever it come, bro. Whenever it come. Yeah. I know we got a few more minutes. What do you think about this Caddo Parish Sheriff race?
Man, it's really weird, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean. In the presidential election, I forget what year it was, but it was when George Bush, the son, was running against Al Gore, and there was some unusual stuff happening in Florida, where some of the votes got miscounted and some of the votes didn't count, and there was some. Back then, they was doing ballots, paper ballots, and they had a thing called chads, where it's like it punch a hole in it for who you voting for, and the chad would be hanging half in and half out, and the vote would get miscounted.
Yeah.
Even after all of that, when they realized, hey man, y'all didn't count these votes right. Well, the election over with, and Bush wins. Yeah. And they never did go back and address it. Yeah. So I'm like, well, if they do that for the presidential election, how come in the sheriff's race they're like, oh, well, he won by one vote, but something funny going on. Cool. They went back and did a recount. Yeah. It still came out where he was ahead. Yeah. Somehow now with that race they're gonna decide, well, man, let's just do the whole thing over. Yeah. That's completely unusual. Yeah. Like if the national level don't do it, how Kettle Parish can
do it on the local level.
Right. Which I'm not saying that they bound by national guidelines. Yeah. But that's just highly unusual. We live in the South. I mean, there's still gonna be racism and bias everywhere. Yeah. If black people is a majority, yeah. Because I know some racist black folk, I know some racist white folk, I know some racist Mexicans. Yeah. Everybody got they're gonna take care of their people. Yeah. But I really feel like in the political world, the religious world, and in the community, man, you gotta just gonna be fair with everybody.
Be fair with everybody.
You just gonna have to. And it's like keep all that other stuff at the house. You got your right to hate who you want to hate. Yeah. But don't infuse that into something that everybody else got to participate in. You at your house sitting around with your partners and you talking about somebody down the street that you don't like because of their race, because of their religious preference, because of their sexual preference. Cool. That's inside the confines of your own house. And you got freedom of speech. You can say it out loud if you want to. Yeah. But just be ready for the repercussions because somebody might have something to say back. So stuff get escalated. But sheriff's race, I don't think that was right. Whitehorn won that race, and I think Whitehorn should be installed as a sheriff. And that's my opinion on it. That's just what it is.
Okay. All right. We're gonna move on. I know I got a few more minutes.
You got time. You good.
Hey, because you do so much now, and I want to touch just on a few things. All right, so we're gonna get off of that. Let's go back to advertising, promoting. You also encourage people to advertise on television. You have access where you can advertise on different TV show, program, BET, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, we got in addition to the 3 radio stations, is we have an advertising agency. So that means if you need radio commercials, whether it's regular radio or it's internet radio, we can do that. If you need television commercials, whether it's on regular TV or smart TV, like a lot of people these days watch TV on the app. Yeah. Like they don't actually have cable. Yeah. They don't have satellite. Yeah. They watch BET on the app, and they may watch it on a smart TV, but it's not really TV. We can advertise on that. It's called OTT, over the top advertising. If you need flyers, we do basic graphic design. Like we're not no graphic designers, but if you just need something basic and you don't have a flyer at all or a logo, we could do that. Yeah. We do billboards. We do on-site promotion. Like when we come out, set up the sound system, play some family-friendly music and help draw a crowd to the business. Yeah. And we do this nationwide. It's like we could do it anywhere. We could do it here in Shreveport. We could do it in Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, Philly. It's like it don't matter what city because everybody got the same TV stations, the same internet. They got access to billboards. They got access to radio stations. So as an advertising agency, we can help a business, a church, a nonprofit organization, a for-profit organization, a school. If you need something that deals with any kind of media, we could do it anywhere around the country.
Hey, man, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I gotta say that's fucking dope. That's fucking dope, dog. I'm sorry.
I'll feel you.
That's dope. But people need to they need to know this. They need to be able to have access to this stuff, and that they don't realize how close it is. Right. How close the access is. If you just ask questions.
Ask questions, because our this is what I want for our culture too.
Yeah.
Man, we got a rich culture. We got a rich heritage. It's like a lot of other ethnicities feed off of us we got the fun vibe going, we got the sports.
Yeah.
We got the hype. We just a dope culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But some of the aspects that I think that we don't feed enough into is stuff like financial literacy.
Yeah.
We never sit around, and talk about how to break the generational curses of, man, I don't own nothing. You renting, you always in debt. And even if you're not in debt, you just ahead of them bills. You're not paying them off like you need to.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, everybody go through them problems, not just black folks, but in our culture, we never sit around and talk about solutions to stuff like that long term that go from kid to father to grandfather to it's not generational. It's like we just on our own, and each generation seems like it's starting over. So I said all that to say this. Conflict resolution, we need to be talking about it. Like, how can we resolve a conflict other than square up or start shooting? It don't have to be like that all the time, but we don't talk about it. How do we increase our economic wealth as a community so that we're not dependent on bank loans, payday loans, borrowing money, having us rob and steal? I mean, and again, that's not all of us, because I know, there's some people that think, and anyway, I'm gonna just be straight up with you, right?
Yeah.
There's some people that don't know me that feel like, oh, that nigga think he better than everybody. He be walking around here, blah, blah. Man, I'm just like this. I just don't make no excuses.
Yeah.
I don't care what the white man doing. I don't care what some black folks that don't like me doing. I love y'all. I do. Really, even people that dislike me, I got love in my heart for everybody, because it's like, I got my flaws. So it's like, I can't be mad at them for what their flaw is. Whatever their flaw is, I got some too. So I'm gonna have to allow them flaws. But I just don't want people to feel like I think I'm better than everybody or anybody. I try not to let stuff stop me.
Yeah. For real.
If a white dude right now walked up in my face and called me a nigga, I just look at him, because it's like, as long as you don't try to put your hands on me, but you gonna have a problem at that point if you do. But man, I heard the word nigga 8,000 times. And just because you say it, I don't even know you. So I don't respect you. I want for our culture to be more about financial literacy and the things that make for a good lifestyle for themselves, their kids. And at the same time, you won't respect, don't let nobody just disrespect you. Yeah. But it's some battles, to me, in my opinion, it's not worth fighting, and I don't fight them. Yeah. I fight the battles for like my people when they need something to eat, or I make sure they good, or, I exert that energy for them and to help clients, like we talking about with the advertisement. Yeah. I really want to help my clients, get advertisements so they can make money. Because as we come up as a people, then other ethnicities will start to respect us a little bit more. And if they don't, that's cool. But it's like, at least we trying, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be a part of that help, because I'm not going to be here forever. And it's like, only legacy I want is that, hey man, that little dude used to try to help people. That's all. You ain't going to remember I was a DJ. And most really, they ain't going to really remember me at all. Because like 30 years from now, ain't nobody going to be like, remember this little dude named Elroy, Elton, E.Law, what was his name? I don't know.
Hey man, that's E.Law.
But as long as they know I try to help, though, that's all.
Mr. Right on to the right.
Right on, right on.
Right on to the right on, man. Hey, how can people find you?
Man, it's really easy. Look, because I'm so old school. I don't do no texting. Do not try to text me. Call me, because I'd rather talk to you on the phone so I can hear what you sound like, see if you're really mad, if you're happy, whatever. Yeah. 318-221-5422. Had that same number for like since 90, 34 years. Yeah. It used to be that's a landline. I also got
still got a landline?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that number is it's routed to a cell phone now, so it'll ring to a cell phone. Yeah. I still got my old beeper number. It's just that the beeper number has been transferred to a cell phone. So dial that number, 318-459-0222. So, but call. Don't be trying to text me. And don't inbox me on Facebook. Call me. The voicemail ain't never full. Just hit me.
There it is, right here.
Anyways, I appreciate you having me on the show, man, for real.
Man, no, thank you.
The show is dope, man. The Lunch and Blunt show, I love it.
Man, so, we just put it together, you know what I'm saying? Actually, this will be episode 220 for me.
Oh, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Going up on YouTube. So
congratulations. You got more shows than some of these national TV shows that got canceled mid-season. Man, props on that,
for real, we've been doing this for a minute, about 5 years. So, man, like I say, and my thing is just to continue to highlight people in the community. It ain't always about the nigga that's hottest or who the hottest or who the best or who this. No, let's talk and have conversation with the normal man.
Man, let's do it. Let's do it. And props to all of y'all, all the viewers, and y'all support this man in the show. When you see the show, share it. And that's another thing, man. That doesn't cost us anything. We got social media now. We could be helping each other out for no dollars.
No dollars at all.
Share the YouTube link, subscribe to the channel, like the channel, tell some people about it, put it on your social media, man. We can all help each other out in ways that don't cost us nothing. I'm down with that all the time.
There it is. Right here at the Let Your Blood Show. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.